Hello, thank you for joining RasPipKr tutorials. I'm Martin Parker, and in this video we're going to look at using VNC Viewer to remote connect into another Raspberry Pi. You need to make sure that you have VNC enabled on your other machine, and I'm going to show you how to do that via command line and via the desktop. So first of all we'll do the command line, so sudo RasPipKr config, and you'll get this little interface, and then go to interface options, press enter, go to VNC, press enter, and then go over to yes, and then press enter. I'm going to leave mine on no because I don't need to have it on this machine, my Oak Pi, and yours will then say the VNC server is enabled whereas mine is disabled, and then go to finish, and it may need to reboot. If it does, just reboot. So let's get rid of that. So we've done it by that. But if you have desktop on your other machine, then go to preferences, Raspberry Pi configuration, and it's a similar sort of thing, but it's just like a graphical user interface. Go to interfaces and enable VNC connection. Okay, and then click on OK. I'm going to click on cancel because I don't need to do it. Like I say, you may need to reboot. If you do, you do. It's not a big issue. So there we go, we've got it enabled on your remote machine. So on your local machine where you are working, I'm going to go to my internet option and go to VNC Viewer. And if this is the first time you've used this, it'll be a blank screen, and then just enter the IP address of what you want to view. So on my local network, my other device is 192.168.0.17. Press enter, and it'll ask you about authenticating. So I'm going to enter the username and the password. When you've done that, you can do remember password if you wish, but I'll just click OK, and then you get to see your other Raspberry Pi, and you'll notice here you get the VNC little widget showing, and it'll show that that machine is connected. So there we go, there's the connection. Okay, so that is connected. Right, so you have the full capabilities of the desktop of the other Raspberry Pi. So I can bring up the menus, I can go to do a bit of programming if I wish, or you can run scripts, go into your folders, play around with it, do stuff, create a file, adjust a file, or if you're like me, you might want to run a Python script. So we'll open this, and we will we'll leave it for now. If you wish to download or upload, you can make it full screen, but it depends on the size of the screen that you're working with. Now this screen here is 800 by 480, because this is a 5-inch touch screen that I'm working on as part of my Raspberry Pi that this is connected to. So even if I put it on full screen, it looks rather strange. So if you click full screen on this bit here, it's still going to look a bit weird and affect the pixels and stuff. But if yours is a 1080 by 1920 1080, then it's going to look a better picture. So there is the file transfer options here. So if you click on there, you can do this. So send files. I've previously sent into the fonts directory because I put my digit font in there. So this one is my local machine, so send files. So I'm gonna I'm not going to send anything, but you can go into directories. So if I go to desktop, here, say I want to send this Dropbox log CSV file that I've done, I can click OK. Why not? We'll send it, and it sent it into the fonts folder. But if I open that, you can change it to desktop and send it to there. And if I close that and close that, so it brought it up a couple of times, and there's the window that we've sent the file, and it's popped it onto the desktop like so. Okay, so that's how you can actually get it to send files, and upload is the reverse operation. I'm going to close that. I don't necessarily need that on there, so I'm going to delete that. So move to trash. Okay, so there is other options that you can do on here. You can find out information. So like I say, that's the size of the screen that I was working with, and there we go. So that's that. And the other thing is the settings. So you can adjust some settings in here, picture quality, etc., and where you want to do stuff and how it connects. Okay, so this is how you can use the VNC Viewer on how to connect into another Pi or another machine and use it. So I'm going to set my script running again, because I stopped it purposely to have this on. I don't have it running from terminal at the moment, so I'm just going to bring up the Python shell, because I'm still adjusting the code. So I'm just going to run the last scripts that was there and set this running. So I'll press F5 on my keyboard, and it's going to go to full screen with a clock for my home heating control system. So there we go. I'm going to close this window, and now you'll notice that you have a used thing here. So I can just double click this and it will connect me straight to that machine, but because I didn't have the remember password showing, I have to enter the password again, and then there we are connected. So I'm just going to close that again. So there you go, you can just get straight back in if you need to. So that is how you can use VNC Viewer on a local machine to view another machine on your local network. You will be able to do this for remote locations, but I'm not going to go into that in this video because I don't have anywhere that I can actually do it to. So there we go. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.